Hello, hello, welcome back. We're on episode 27 of our Styx playthrough. I'm Nyx, and we are here to do some, you might have guessed it, fishing. We've got our little advanced fish tank here, and you might see we have some unique fish. We finally, in our fish traps, caught a emerald dino? However you're going to say that. But it's a rare fish, and I thought it looked kind of cool. So we've got that one added in here, and then we've got some snappers, and I think it's trout. Yeah, sunset trout, ember snapper, spotted snapper. So we now have 4 different fishies in there. We love it. I did pick up our fish tanks, our fish traps that we had in the river here. There's finishing up a thunderstorm right now. And a couple other things. I pre-planned for this one because if you don't, it can take a hot minute. But we should be all set to get started with our mission and headed out to where we need to go. I figured we could do that while the storm's starting up. But we are gonna go down here. We're getting close to about halfway, which is exciting. But we're gonna pop down here to Oasis and see what they have in store for us.
This one's for Sinitai. They want it done quick and clean.
Alright, so we're going to unlock a scorpion fishing rod and pretty good payout here of Renin Exotics.
Sinitai have the best sats in the sky, so they'll be watching you.
Perfect. So we're just going to let the storm finish up, but I figured I would let you guys kind of see what we possibly have. I grabbed some fishing traps, the advanced ones that we'd already made, and then I just made some basic ones. They're pretty cheap, so we've got extra fish traps to make our fishing go a little quicker. There's 4 required items for this. It's going to be the fishing bench, potbelly stove, drying rack, and a cooking station. And then I added in some crock pots and ice boxes and an ice box to kind of help with the cooking situation. And then I have some building materials to just build us up a little base wherever we end up landing ourselves. Nothing too crazy. It's going to be a pretty small little setup. I did need to make, I kept forgetting, fire sticks and stone. I just need to make up another little fire to stick outside. There we go. We had an extra bed made, a carved wood bed, so I just grabbed that. See if we have a spot in any of these. I can go in there. We should be able to put the fire out on the little patio thing I'm gonna make. And then I did forget, while we're waiting for the storm to finish, I was gonna make a few railings for the front. So we're gonna need 6? 2. We should have more wood somewhere. Maybe. There's a little wood. That might get us. Perfect. Take those in here. And I just grabbed a bunch of extra ice that we can use. And last but not least, I wanted to grab a stash of coal. Plan is to use that. Oh, we just filled up our bags. But the plan is to use that for a fire source, just so we're not using a bunch of wood all the time. But I thought we might run out and make our way to where we need to be. Clear those out before I forget. Increase energy generation. So when weather's happening, we get 42% energy flow rate. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. Just getting all the electric power. So really, we're just trying to get out to where we need to go quickly. Oh, are you guys hungry? You want a lot of food. I'm a bad mom. I had all this honey because I was just gonna make, like... I can't remember. How many does it need? There's one for you. Raw fish. Someone's gonna eat that up quickly. Let's go ahead and just harvest up some food for these guys. I just feel bad for them. We'll just wander our way over here. There's plenty of fiber for us. Yeah, so we're gonna probably grab H and just run out super quick to where we need to go so we can get started. Because I have a feeling we have a lot of fish to catch. What does that put us at? 600? There we go. Forgot that we needed to eat some food. Make it go a little quicker. Alright, that should do us. Get everyone some snacks so they're not so hungry. Do they have to have food? No. I feel bad if they don't. There you guys go. Get them some snacks. I think I had a bunch of extra, yeah. Just keep those seeds in there. Alright. H, there's that for you. Of course you snagged that meat right up. Didn't even check to see if we had eggs from our chickens, but that's okay. Wander over here. Now we are headed to... right here. So we're going to be on this little island down here in the Oasis area. Shocker. We probably want to go ahead and change out into our different armor then. Get some Wayfarer armor going. That doesn't go there. That goes there. Perfect. And then... that will sort. Much better. Alright. So we're going to run out. We'll just go down through that East Valley, the enclosed wood, and head out into the Oasis region and see what they have in store for us. We'll get our little house built up and start some fishing. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. Alright guys, and we're made it to the desert. It is a new day. It was coming up right about like 1750 when we got over to the desert. So just hung out, took a little nap in the cave. That way we can do a fresh start in the morning as we head out into the river area over here in the Oasis. I know we're gonna have to do some cooking. I know we have to do some fishing. And we'll probably just leave this little hut here as a spot to drop in. Got some oil fields over there. We've had a couple things. We did have a mission over here a while back. I feel like they put more... I don't know. Maybe not. But I just feel like they put more stuff out here. Okay, so we're going to be all the way on that little island. So we're going to bebop our way over here. That is a ton of dribbos. Don't really want to get bit to buy an alligator right now. I don't see any over here, so hopefully we swim quickly. Alright. Set up a fishing hut. Can do. See what else tries to come make friends. Hopefully not much. Alrighty. Plenty of trees, that's for sure. Might just pop it right here. Hopefully no storms fall on our house, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, so I want to raise it up a little bit, but not too horribly much, so. Trying to see how far back we want to go with this. Okay, let's see how that turns out. We need a couple of these. Oh, I think I might have miscounted a little bit, so it's okay though. We'll probably be fine. There we go. Everything is so heavy. Should work well enough. And then we're gonna stick some stairs on here. Maybe this one. Be good. We're gonna bring H around here and stick him inside, so we don't gotta worry about him. Just stay there, buddy. Then we want to stick our roof on. Oh, wait, no. This is not the roof we're doing. I changed my own mind initially, and then I forgot I changed my own mind. This is the roof we're going to use. There we go. Perfect. A true fishing hut. And then we're going to follow it with and this is just going to allow us to don't have to worry about storms damaging the hut. Yeah, that'll work out fine. We'll just do... maybe. Just want this to go underneath. There we go. Oh, perfect timing. That'll work. We have a door in here somewhere. And some windows. Alrighty. Stick him just right in front of the door. Already got plenty of sand building up. So we have a fishing bench, a potbelly stove, a cooking station. Let's do... I want to see if I can stick the... bench there, so we can put the ice box here. Didn't mean to turn that. I did a little bit of research on what type of foods we're gonna have to make, and it required some veggies. So I did pick up what I passed on the way out here, but also grab some of the stuff from the house as well. My hope was to see if the stuff will be able to grow here. I don't know if it will or not. I'm hopeful, since it's covered, but it also doesn't have a greenhouse, so we'll see. I know that this will. It's just the squash, because it's native. We'll have to see. Lacking sunlight. Lacking sunlight. Okay, I don't think we're gonna be able to grow the corn. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think those are gonna grow for us, but we can grow the squash at least. Which is fine. Alright, now we can put our potbelly stove up. Stick that there. Eat some food. And then we need a bed. I brought an oxide dissolver just because we had one. Figured might as well. Just set our spawn point there for now. And then I brought a... Oh, I really hope something doesn't fall on our house. I can't remember if this is supposed to be outside or not. I thought we might put it on the patio. Perfect. And last is a drying rack. There we go. Okay. Collect supplies from the supply pod. Kill the insatiable blood claw if we wish. Where in the world would that be? Sounds super fun. If I can make it out the door properly. We're just gonna set our fire out here. Alright, buddy, you're gonna have to come to the middle of the room. Alrighty. And I did bring a geode cluster just as a thing to provide some light in the dark. Since our fire is not an inside fire. Okay. I didn't know if we were going to have room for this bench. Or for this bench. For this storage box, but... maybe a little crowded. But that's okay. Oh, it does kind of look like it's growing. Alright. That works. We'll just put the rest of these seeds in a bag for now. And then I do want to get... you can just lay down, buddy. I don't need you right now, I don't think. Plenty of wood out here, that's for sure. I wanted to get these fishing traps down the water. So that we have them. I appreciate that we can put them right on the beach without too much issue. And as far as I know, there's no issues with them being too close together or anything like that with catching stuff. They seem to all do okay. So let those float around. I see there's a gator over there. Am I stuck on a tree? This seems like the shortest path, and I don't see any gators over here. So we'll just take a running jump. Hopefully swim fast enough that nothing tries to come eat us. I don't know what this insatiable blood claw is. I wasn't really planning to go in search of it. Oh, that. Sounds like I don't get much of an option. I know we have some better bullets. Why don't we use some of the explosive ammo? Should be fun. Looks like it's just a large desert scorpion. Easy enough. Well, goodness. God, that dude's kind of creepy looking. It's about the size of a desert scorpion. I wonder if we grab a vestige off of him. Armored scorpion carapace. Carcass. Okay. Arctic scorpion vestige. Alrighty then. Apparently he counts as an Arctic scorpion. Alrighty. I like how it says optional. Oh, advanced fishing traps, preservation crate. Alright. That's pretty freaking handy. Okay, so. Oceanic piranha, triggerfish. Looks like our fishing traps are working because we already got a piranha, which is perfect. Do a running leap again. I like our little hut. Looks kind of cute. Looks like we already got a triggerfish too, so those traps are working well. Perfect. Set some more traps up over here. It was very convenient that they gave us some advanced ones to use. And it turns out I didn't need the ice box, I guess. So I'm going to take down the storage container that we put in here. And put this preservation crate. So these are super handy because they work as a freezer. But you don't need any electricity. So it has an internal battery. Nothing will expire in there. So we're just going to go ahead and grab these. Will not spoil. Perfect. Oh my gosh, that's not what I was trying to do. Trying to put those over here. Perfect. And then the cooking bench is just going to hold some of our odds and ends, I think. Got a fishing rod to use if we want. And then these lures, we're going to go drop into our fishing things. If I remember right, so oh yeah, your basic can. Perfect. We're just gonna stick the lures in there. Those should help. So we already got a piranha. And a triggerfish. Sea darter, piranha. Yeah, we're catching things real quick, which is nice. Okay, so we'll let those do that thing. So it logs that we caught the fish, and then we should be able to process them for what we need. So, and we might start with the sashimi, I think, which means we need the fillets. Sashimi is carrots and a saltwater fish fillet. So we were going to want to fillet these fish up. And then, because we already caught them, we shouldn't have any issues as far as, yeah, it's not going to take them away. You don't have to have them all in your inventory. Once you catch them, you're good to go. So, we need 15 fillets for the sashimi. Yeah, they look kind of wilty, but they're doing okay. 12 fillets, so that's not going to be too much of a problem at all. Grab the carrots. those cook up really quickly. Perfect. Now, because we have the preservation crate, I'm just going to plop them over here. There is a couple of dried things. So dried saltwater fish fillet and a grilled. So those are just straight up just fillets, and then the dried ones I think are just that. So dried saltwater fillet. So nothing too fancy, we just gotta throw them on there. So we're gonna catch some decent sized fish, so I think just by having these fish when we're not catching, you know, sponges and such. Good grief. Well, that's a fun looking fish. That's not, you know, on the list of fish to catch, but it was a fun looking one. I'm gonna come drop these over here just so they're not in my way. Now, when a fish does get caught, you'll hear kind of a sloshing noise in the fish traps. So that's something that you can kind of keep in mind. We're going to start these other ones a drying. Just because drying takes a while. Really? Like, I mean, it's kind of a cool little island. We're just doing a nice little fishing vacation down here in the desert. Dried saltwater fillet. Perfect. A minute per, I think. So, and we need 30 of those. So we definitely want to get those started. Those are going to take a hot minute. Now, if we come to our fishing pole, you can click R or hold R to grab a lure that you might have. So we went ahead and grabbed a lure there. And then you just hold your left mouse button to cast it. And you're going to wait for that little hook to turn orange, I think. Orange or yellow. Usually doesn't take too long. And then you're going to use your left mouse button just to try to reel it in. Eventually, whenever we finally catch one. There we go. So you want to try to keep the fish highlighted on the way in. So there we go. 90% quality. Sweet. All right. And then I just use another left click button to add it to your inventory. See if we can catch another one. Looks like these emerald dorados are going to be a little bit of a difficult one for us to catch. But we are catching useful things, which is good. Oh, come here. 94% quality. Gosh, these are some pretty high quality fish. These would be cool to stick in our... God, that thing's ugly. Would be cool things to stick into our fish tank back home. I wonder if it cares if you have saltwater or not. 9 kegs. 8 kegs. Good grief. Apparently you do pretty well when you're fishing them on your own. Not complaining at all about that. Go ahead and stick those on there. So that's 18 fillets is what we're looking at. Let's do one more run through our traps. Now, once they're in your traps, all the coral dorados, but none of the other ones. Once they're in your traps, they're not gonna leave your traps. So if you wanted to go out and like hunt some bosses, you can do that and then come back. It just kind of depends on what you are in the mood for. I'm kind of wondering why we're not getting any of these emerald ones. All the coral ones. Let's see here. They're all some decent sized fish though. Like, God, 10 gigs? That's awesome. I think that one will give us 4, which is cool. You doing good, buddy? Great. Here's some water. Now the sashimi here has the carrots, and then the fish chunk stew is in here, I believe. That has the corn and the squash and fish chunks. So you make fish chunks out here instead of the fillets. You just use the little chunk button here. You might also catch fish chunks in your traps. So just kind of roll with whatever it gives you. We needed 30 total, and we had 18. Uh, 18, yeah. That should do 30. Perfect. I'm going to take these and drop them in here so they don't keep going bad on us. How many of the sashimi do we need? 15? Grab some more carrots. I think it was just 1 carrot per. Yeah. We have 15 total. We have 12, so we just need 3 more. Actually looks pretty tasty. And then for these, we needed some grilled, I think. Yeah, grilled saltwater fillets. So we'll start those cooking. So if you do have something that's going to take a while and you feel like it's going to be longer than before it spoils, you can do this. And it will always take what's first. It's kind of a quick way to make sure that nothing expires on you. It's actually cooked up pretty darn fast. So I think we're going to have everything, honestly, dried and cooked and everything before we catch all the fish that we need. But at the same time, this drying is going to take a while. So we will see. All right. I think we just needed 2 more of the grilled, and then we'll have... we can start doing fish chunks. Now your lures do have a lifespan on them. So just kind of keep that in mind. A sea darter. That's good. Plenty of piranhas. I'm really hoping that this isn't bugged with the coral dorados versus the emerald. Oh, nope, there it is. Finally got one. Yeah, if you have a lot of fish traps, you make progress pretty darn quickly, but you don't have to have them, but they work out pretty well. I think I just needed like a couple more fillets. So we needed 30 total. So we needed 2 more. And then everything else I think can be fish chunks. Yeah, the dried is definitely what's gonna take the longest. That's 26 fish chunks. This is cooking up plenty fast. Figured we get these cooked up and then I'll probably let you guys kind of skip through me doing the rest of this fishing. Since I think you guys probably have the gist of it. I do kind of want to move this. Well, nah, it's fine. Makes enough sense. But you could probably get this done in a day or so. Like with a game day. Maybe 2. Okay, so 15 sashimi, 30 fillets, grilled, 30 dry, and 35 fish chunks. So fish chunk is gonna need the corn and the squash. Make 26. I think we're gonna do okay veggies wise. I don't think we're gonna have any issue there. We've got the garden, but I don't think we'll have to do anything with it. Don't use my tea. Use that though. I don't know how much water it's going to use from those, but I guess we'll find out. You know, I might actually let it use the tea because I can grab more water from the river for cooking, but I can't use it to drink. So definitely don't want to give up all of our food in that way. Alrighty. So we might run this over. Just because we have it. Still going. Make sure we're not going to get eaten by any crocodiles. You can get fish chunks as well by grabbing these guys. If you're getting chased by the poisonous fish, you just stab them once and grab them and you'll get fish chunks as well. So you can get fish chunks early on, like at the very beginning when you first drop. Alrighty. Fish chunk stew and dried sashimi. Not dried sashimi. Dried saltwater fish. That's all we have left for those. So I'm just gonna keep fishing along. And I will bring you guys around when we finally have all the different fish that we need. So I'll see you guys in hopefully not too horribly long, but we will see. Alright guys, we are almost done with our fishing trip. We just have one fish left, and I've been saving some because I think we're going to have to get a large fish tank at home. I'm kind of excited about it. I'm going to let the traps probably catch our last one. We're just waiting on that last emerald, which if you guys do look, these basic fishing traps will show a fish inside them when they have one, which is kind of cool. The advanced fishing traps, I don't believe, do that. As far as I can tell. I haven't seen a fish inside of them. Yeah, but the basic ones do, which is kind of cool. Ah, there we go. Got our last one. Oh. Probably can just pick them up as we go. Go ahead and grab our stuff here. We'll drop these traps and lures. Don't drink the water. Little sorteroony. We did get some 100% quality fish, which I thought was really cool. I didn't expect to get that today, but I'm not mad about it. Try to get everything in some baggies. It's been about one in-game day since I left you guys, so it didn't take too horribly long. Considering... oh, good grief. Considering how long these can sometimes take. I think that's all of them. Perfect. So we're going to come up here. So with the... I thought this was kind of interesting. You can store the fish in that freezer box without having to, like, turn them into fillets. So I've just been saving some for the fish tank. So I've been kind of going through and finding the best quality one. So that is definitely an improvement in quality. So we'll do that. For the oceanic piranha, I've got 100% and a 97%. Sort these out a little bit. Okay, so none of those are better. For the darter, I have an 88%. Yeah, those are both whatever. And then I have a 93% for the Titan piranha. What was that? A 93%? So those are all kind of so-so. I'm trying to keep 2 of each just so that I'm, in case one dies on the way, not a big deal. We did get 100% quality Titan fish. 200% qualities. Holy crap. Getting spoiled over here. Perfect. Okay. Now, we're gonna take our fish stuff. Need to pack something away. Just stick that over there for now. Well, the fish can go in here to make more fillets. And then we are going to do... I've had a bunch of crocodiles over on the far side, but we should be okay over here. And now hopefully this finishes out our mission. Yeah, they're just hanging out over there. What did we need? We needed 19 more dried fillets. 19? 18. Oh, I'm short one. Interesting. Okay, not a big deal. And then we needed these fish chunk stews. Need 3 more? Yeah. I didn't put any of these in a bag, did I? Huh. I don't know how I ended up one short. That's okay. Hopefully he just stays over there. Don't need any friends today. Is it still on here? It is. Alrighty. That's why. Forgot to grab the last one. Never know if they're gonna come over and try to sting you. Oh, poison fish are pain. Alright. Last but not least. There we go.
Cenotai more or less
Mission complete.
own space. So it's smart to stay on their good side. Keep it up.
There we have it, guys. Not a hard mission, by any means. Just takes a little bit of time, which, like I said, if you wanted to go harvest land sharks while you're waiting for those fish traps, this would be a super easy... It would be super easy to do. Not even slightly difficult. You can also just kind of build up your next fish tank if you want to. There's plenty of things, but you do get this really nice preservation crate out of the deal, and do a little bit of fishing. I don't know, everyone has different opinions on fishing and all that, so make our little thumbnail over here, because why not? Perfect. Okay. But yeah, so quick little mission. For those of you guys that are sticking around and kind of know the schedule, I just want to let you guys know I'm going to be out of town this week. And so we're not going to have an episode probably on Wednesday or Saturday. We might have one Wednesday, but we definitely are not going to have an episode Saturday. And we will not have a live stream on Thursday. I will be there on Tuesday, and I'll just mention to everyone again that we're not going to be doing a live stream on Thursday because of me being out of town. But we'll be back with normal, regular scheduled activities on Monday, hopefully. And just kind of go from there. But it's a kind of a short and sweet one. If you haven't done it already, go ahead and give a like to the video. Subscribe if you so wish. Join the Discord, link is in the bio. And I think that is about it. We'll be on the next mission next. I think it's going to be a little bit more involved than what we've had in the last couple. But otherwise, yeah, I think that's it. So I will see you in the next.